Morgan doesn't even notice.
Her contacts. They're like a lighter brown.
I would have never known.
Buttersquash. It comes
Buttersquash.
Butternut squash.
Butternut squash.
I've tried the blue, but the brown always popped through, and so it's called dimple
Why
color.
don't you just wear your own eyes?
Because I'm telling you.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it came up and it said, now color contacts for brown eyes. Because before it was just like the ones that they had before. If you had brown, the brown would go.
And the blue always looks so fake.
Oh,
so
yeah.
fake.
And I had to wear the blue for a while because somebody would forget to order their contacts. And then I always had
Like
you.
she says somebody.
So I was
That's
like,
somebody.
And that's when before I had glasses. Anyways. So I just thought, and the girl in the advertisement was absolutely gorgeous. And her eyes looked so pretty. And then I was like,
Wait, what color are your eyes? Are brown?
okay, they were brown when they first were born, they were brown. The older I get, I don't know if this is a menopause thing too, but they started like losing their color. And so now they're like an ugly hazel green.
How do you have an ugly hazel green?
Okay, so they're not hazel then.
Aren't your eyes like just a dark brown?
No, they're not. They're
I
like
think brown eyes are so
they're
beautiful.
muted.
What color are
it's
yours?
like a muted
Blue?
green.
Mine are blue, but they're like a boring blue. They're like a...
Okay, so mine's a boring hazel.
yeah,
if
okay.
that, you know what
Got
I mean?
it. Yeah.
There just was something
What
different. I
color
didn't like.
do you think my eyes are?
Blue.
blue.
That's what I have blue eyes, but Kyle swears that my eyes are green.
They do have a greenish tint to it, but if I had to pick,
Right,
they're
blue.
blue or green.
They're
blue.
more blue. I think they're more blue days than they're green days. And probably what you wear.
It depends if you're crying. Or
Right.
I might cry, mine get.
I don't
cry.
cry. I'm overly
So-
medicated enough that I don't.
Back to my butter squash. I ordered. They were like $15, super cheap, and I even got the ones with scripts because they're really selling them for like cosmetic. But I use the scripts, and I can see fine, and they're great. And I got this is the butter squash, and what did they say? The other one was I don't know, jade green or something. So we'll see how that works.
That's freaky.
I freak myself out. So
What if
when
you
I
get
look in the
like?
mirror, I'm like,
Because you can get like all black, right?
what's that?
Oh, those are like. Are you talking about the big ones like for Halloween?
Yeah.
Those ones they say don't wear those because you can't get any oxygen in your eyes. Are you
I'm
called
not
Stellara lenses
doing
or
anything
something?
other than wearing my own contacts.
I've tried colored contacts before for fun, and it feels like I have eyelashes in my eyes
No,
all the
I don't
time.
like
I'm like,
that.
Wait, do you wear contacts?
no.
Oh,
I
that's
probably
why.
should soon.
So
Those are
that's
my
If
vision.
you wear contacts, it's no big deal just to have fun
Yeah.
with it. But if you don't, then
Yeah.
it's adjusting. Anyways, oops, we don't need that anyway. Welcome back to Studio Make It Happen with Megan and
I'm always late on this.
she's always late on that with my co-host Morgan. I have been the salon owner of Studio M for 12 years now. And today we have a very special guest. I'm super excited to talk to her because she is not like all the other stories, only because of how she found us and where she's from. She came in not really knowing any of the stylists in this area, where when you have worked in Finlay for so many years, if it wasn't for her personality and her determination, and because she's incredibly talented, but
You can just stop.
not everybody has that type of personality to come into a salon like ours. And we love our salon, but we are very close, and there's a lot of us, not only to come into the Finlay community not knowing anyone. So I would love to introduce Vanessa.
Hello.
So first of all, tell us how you got into the beauty industry and why.
Oh dear God.
And we do only have 45 minutes.
Okay. I never even thought about going into the beauty industry. Never. I was going to college at Ohio State University in Lima. I wanted to go into marine biology.
Oh, that does not surprise me at all.
No. So it didn't work out. And then my dad was like, you either work full time or you go to school full time. And I waited too long to get into my next semester of classes. So they were pissed at me. My mom was like, why don't you just go to beauty school? You've always liked tinkering with hair and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I don't really want to do that. I ended up going, wanted to quit halfway through. And my mom was like, just stick with it. You're almost done. So I stuck with it and then got my first job and just stayed with it.
So did you go to Lima? Was there one in Lima? The school?
Yeah, Ohio State Beauty Academy. It was
Okay.
downtown.
It's not there anymore, right?
No.
Yeah.
When I was looking at schools, I was like doing tours of them, and my dad took me to that one,
oh,
and he
God.
was like, "I'm sorry, Morgan, but you're not going."
No,
there."
it was so bad. It was so bad. It's completely different.
Yeah. Now they have a
New
big, beautiful new building out.
Well, UNOH was it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
So
a
I always wondered, because when I went to school, I only went to school for nails. And so I did nails. And then I decided 18 years later to go back to cos
Where
school.
did you go to learn nails?
Tiffin
Oh,
Academy.
okay.
But with you, how did you know which one you were going to do? Because for me, I always believed that you can either be really good at nails or really good at hair. But you're really good at both. So how do you... I know you have a lot more nail clients in Finlay. I don't know how
It
that...
was kind of the same way in Lima too, but
Okay.
I feel like it's also because when you have nail clients, a lot of people aren't scared to go to somebody new for nails. If it's just nails, I can take them off. If you screw somebody's hair up,
Yeah.
that's completely different. But you see your nail clients every 2 to 3 weeks, where you're seeing your hair clients every 6 to 12 weeks maybe, or some people stretch it out even more. So I see my nail clients more, so I'm busier with that.
Yeah, that
I
makes
am
sense.
Yeah.
scared to go to someone new for my nails, by the way. I only want to go to you.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
I know, rude. We need to talk
couldn't-
about
Yeah,
that.
I almost called you out the other day, but I
couldn't
was like,
get
no,
into
not gonna say
you.
anything.
I had my appointment scheduled with you. I could not get into you until the 21st.
I think that's
And-
like when I first started in Finlay, I wasn't as busy. I had a lot of Lima people coming up, but I was working 2 days a week in Finlay, 2 days a week in Lima. And then when I transferred for here full time, a lot of people were like, oh, I can get in this week. Now I'm getting like really busy. So I'm telling
We're
people
getting
like
ahead of
3
ourselves.
weeks out.
The guy-
Sorry.
No, that's okay, but I don't want to get into that because I have a lot to say about that too. Before Morgan interrupted.
Are you okay?
Yeah, why?
You
Just
got
a
like
bit of a brain fart there.
No, because I was just like looking at Morgan or looking at
Ashley.
Ashley. Help me out. No. Okay. So how did you decide what one you wanted to
Focus on?
focus on?
I didn't.
or-
I think it did it for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
I was so busy with nails
So
that
in
that's just.
school, you learned nails and hair.
In school, they don't really teach you
Yeah,
anything
no.
about anything. I worked with.
But there wasn't YouTube. There wasn't
No.
anything like that.
No.
So like,
We started out with back scratchers. Do you remember back scratchers?
oh my God, do I have
This-
back
scratch.
burning the crap out
Oh,
of
the
people's nails.
smell.
Oh my God.
smell.
Fiberglass. You bought
Fiberglass
the
nails, silk wrap nails.
And it
Anyways.
smelled so bad. Oh my
Oh, it was
God.
bad. So I worked with 2 other nail techs, so they helped me out a lot.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I learned
that
a lot
makes
from
sense.
them.
Yep. Because I wouldn't even know how to teach myself, like back then.
Yeah.
I went to actual
Yeah.
nail school.
And I went to some classes because back then, like when you went to a hair show, like the classes were hands-on.
Yes,
Or
right.
it was somebody actually doing it on screen. So that's what it was like when we
Yeah.
went to hair shows.
So that kind of worked itself out for you.
Mm-hmm.
And did you start at Jan's?
No, I started at a place called John Lee's.
Okay,
It's
tell
not-
us all about that. You don't have to get into it. So how long were you there? In Lima?
Yeah,
Okay.
in Lima, downtown Lima.
Okay.
In the-
Basically.
basically.
That starts somewhere.
I had my car broken into there a couple times, but
God.
yeah, I was only there for 4 years, and then one of the girls that I worked with,
That's a long time if you weren't happy, or were you happy?
You were scared to death.
I didn't know what else to do. It was brand new, and
Yeah.
then
And how old were you?
19,
Okay.
19, and so then one of my coworkers went to Jan's.
Okay.
And she's, I'm the only nail tech, we could use another one. So I went and talked to her, and when I told her where I was coming from, she's like, say no more, you have a job here. Because she
Yeah.
knew. Because they actually called it John Lee's too, because a bunch of girls that worked at Jan's worked at John Lee's. And then left John Lee's and started their own salon.
So they called Jan's John Elise too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Because there was like quite a few girls that left
Wow.
John Lee's and went to Jan. So she automatically gave me a job because I came with a clientele
Right,
too.
yeah.
And 4 years of experience. So I was there for 23 years.
I was going to say, and then fast forward, you were there 23
23 years.
But 4 years ago, your life took a change. Tell us a little bit like how you got to Finlay and why.
So we started coming. Oh, I touched my phone. we started coming to Finlay like all the time because my daughter plays for a travel softball team
Okay.
out of Finlay. So we were here all the time, and I really liked the town. Lima was going downhill at the time.
Yeah.
My husband was offered a job with Marathon. Long story short, that's what got the ball rolling.
Okay.
And then he and his company ended up giving him a massive raise to keep him, and he worked remote. So we were like, we can move to Finlay anyway. We just needed to change because he moved from Virginia to here and integrated himself into my life. And we were like, let's just start our own life in our own town and do our own thing. So
And because Dan, your husband Dan, that wasn't the first time that you had been with Dan, right?
Oh, this story.
Yeah.
This story.
I think this is such a neat story, and I know everybody else would too. So tell them all about.
So Dan and I were engaged when I was 18 and he was 21.
Okay.
He was stationed in the Marine, North Carolina in the Marines.
Wait, I'm going to stop you. Were you guys both from Lima, or like
no,
how?
no, he was born and raised in Texas.
Then how did you know him? Or how
So my friend was dating a guy that was also stationed at Camp Lejeune.
Okay.
And she says, I got in a big fight with my boyfriend one night, and I called her. I'm like, what are you doing tonight? I'm so pissed at my boyfriend. And she was like, Donald's coming home with a bunch of his friends. If you want to come over, we're going to have a little party and stuff like that. He was one of the friends that showed up. So that's how we met. Broke up with my boyfriend the next day.
Oh my gosh.
And we started dating, ended up engaged. We were together for a while. And I freaked out because I was only 18. He was getting transferred to Virginia. And I was like, I'm 18 years old and I'm going to move to Virginia. I know no family, no friends, no nothing. And I'm only 18. I haven't really experienced
and
life
how long
yet.
had you been with him?
About a little over a year.
Okay.
Close to a year. And I felt like it was too soon.
It was really just because he was getting ready to leave and you wanted to go with him. If he was staying back here, would you guys got
It was a
engaged?
long distance relationship from day one, so
Got
it
it.
was hard. But I really did love him, but I was just freaking out.
Yes.
So we tried to date a little bit. It just fell apart, and we ended up breaking up. He went his way, I went my way. And then he had friended me on Facebook like years ago. And I was like, oh my God, it's Dan. And every once in a while he would check in on me. Hey, how's life? How's the kids? And we would talk every now and then. And nothing big. I was married with family, so was he. And then I went through a divorce, and he was a friend for me for a while. I would call him and be like, so I'm dating this guy. And he would give me advice.
Wow.
So then he ended up going through a divorce, and he says, I'm coming to Ohio to visit Donald. Now I figured it out pretty quick. He wasn't coming to see Donald. He was coming to see me.
And he never left.
Yeah, he basically within a week was like, I found a job in Columbus, and he moved to Lima and commuted to Columbus every day for work because he wanted to be close to me and wanted to date again. So we started dating again.
I didn't know that part.
And then he was like, I was like, can we just live together? We don't have to get married. He's like, no, we're getting married. He wanted to lock it down. He was like, I'm not letting her get away.
Which is why she has a ring like she does.
Oh, it's beautiful. He did a good job.
If he wanted to, he would.
He did. Oh, he did. If he wants to, he will. For sure. That's his personality, for sure.
That's beautiful. And how long have you been married? Or
It'll be, oh, shit.
I think
It
probably
was 2018. It was 2018.
got married in
September.
2015
So
and
September of this year.
7 years.
7 years?
Yeah. Because
Is this the 7-year itch? Am I almost over it?
I don't
Or
know.
does it hit now?
I don't know. I never know. I've been married 3 times and haven't been.
I asked him, like, so am I going to hit the 7-year itch? And he was like, just staring at me. I'm like,
we're at 10 years, and my husband's been itching for years.
you got a rash.
He didn't get over it.
He is really itching.
There's some cream for that. It's called divorce.
Exactly.
No, don't listen to her,
I'm just
Kyle.
kidding. I'm kidding.
He doesn't watch anyways.
You're right. He's never watched one.
He's never watched this. Rude.
That's very rude.
Tell him. I know. I
What
tell
is
him.
Kyle?
He even has the
Kyle
name.
is the most
Kyle.
stoic, like,
Yeah.
We could go on and on about Kyle.
Anyway.
Okay, so that is a beautiful story, and Lola and him pretty close. Like,
he stepped into our lives when my son was, 12, 13,
Okay.
and Lola was only like 8.
okay, so he's been around.
And we've been in Finlay for 4 years now, and so
And he
she
does
was with
all of her
us.
games and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's.
He helps with FFE. He helps with her
Congrats,
games. He
Becca.
does Game Changer. And all that
Was your son, and this is like totally off topic of hair, salon related, anything, but 12 years old, that is a freaking rough time with boys.
Yeah, it was rough.
That is brave.
Oh, I didn't
It
even
was
think
rough.
of that.
It was rough. My son's not ungodly disrespectful. I think he was a little bit scared of Dan, but yeah, we're not going to
He's
get
pretty
into
close
too.
with Ryan, though, right? Or wasn't he? Like, I know it took
Dad.
Caleb a long time to get close to Brad because he didn't want to disrespect Sean. And until he realized that
I don't-
you are allowed to like Brad
Yeah.
and still love your dad, but I think that
Yeah.
he thought
no.
that
I think
if
they're
I act
closer
like
now than they were then because he's older now. He's 22 now. And he's starting to become an adult and realize, yeah, I was a jerk. And,
Yes.
I
and
can't
starting
wait
to
for
realize
some of
how
that
much,
And they
and how
always
dependable
do. It's just
Dan
been a
is.
hard time for
Yeah.
kids like at that age.
Yeah.
Such a hard time.
And then Dan has how many kids?
he has 3.
And
He's
they live in
Virginia.
Okay.
And we have 3 grandchildren.
And they're what's your names?
There's Jackson, Ivy, and Lily's brand new.
Oh, that's cute too. But
Oh,
I'd
the
say,
kids?
what is your and Dan's name to the kids?
To the kids.
What do the kids call you?
Oh, Lolly and Pop.
Isn't that
I
so
love it.
cute?
It's my favorite. It's because I don't want to be called grandma.
No.
I wasn't my grandma.
What are you? I know. I just have to say shout out. My little grandson was born, Jude Joshua, which
So cute.
I'm going to do my own little speech on that.
But what
But-
are you going to be?
Yes.
You're Mimi.
I'm Mimi and Brad's Bunker. And if any of you guys know Archie Bunker,
That's cute.
Morgan, you probably... No, she didn't know who Bruce Willis was today. So...
I know.
Oh,
It's
anyway.
so annoying.
There's
isn't
so
it? I
many
know.
things that you don't like. There's
So
so many
Brad
people
and I
with
are
name dropping.
Mimi
You're like,
and
nope.
Bunker, and that's Lolly and Pop.
Lolly and
and
Pop.
this girl doesn't...
No, but my parents are Gigi and Pawpaw.
Yeah,
And
so
my this is such a little side story. My maiden name is Peterson. So my dad's parents, we've always called Grandma and Grandpa Pete. Like we've shortened Peterson to Pete. Then my son, my 10-year-old, is the oldest great grandchild, and when he started talking, just started calling them as like a whole, as one unit, Pete. So like he never said Grandma and Grandpa Pete. Like it was just they are Pete. So now that's what all the great grandkids call. It's changed now to Paw Pete, and then
funny.
and then my grandma is just Pete.
Yeah.
So
And
people,
that's cute though. I love little nicknames
It's
like that.
hilarious.
Yeah, and I feel we say we want to be called this, but if that child does not want to call
Well, it's really
that,
cute because when they're really little, I was Wally. Because they can't say their L's or they Wally.
Oh, I love
see,
that.
I
And
wish
finally-
they kept it
yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
See,
Okay, but
like
my
that is
son is
cute.
going to be 8, and he still can't do his L's, and I'm like, buddy, gotta
Well,
sharpen
maybe-
up on that.
Well, maybe that it needs some speech therapy.
He might. I don't know. Probably.
Okay,
is.
so you get with Dan, you get married, you decide to move to Finlay. We got to all that. Okay, now you need a job.
A job.
So what do you do?
Oh God, so I started asking around. I knew people from Finlay with the travel
yeah,
softball
yes.
team, the coach and all that stuff. So they started pointing me in the right direction. I went on that Findlay, Ohio Neighbors Helping Neighbors Facebook page. It's so entertaining now. But I just
favorite.
asked, I was like,
Oh, yeah,
who's hiring?
right.
So they named off some places and I had a few interviews and I just really wasn't super impressed. I didn't feel like it was a fit. And then I messaged you and you were like, send me your resume. And I'm like, I don't have a resume. Who's made a resume? Have you ever made a resume?
I don't even know how to read a resume.
I don't even feel like stylists have ever made a resume. So finally I got a hold of you again. I was like, listen, I'm going to be honest. I've never made a resume. I've been in this business for 20 something years. And you were like, just come in.
I was like, sold.
Yeah, and I came in and I was like,
I-
I loved how like it was just busy and everybody talking. And I like a busy, fun, you know what I mean?
And when I walked in, I was like, sorry, I just got my filler. And
Yeah, it's just my lips look funny. I'm like, no, they look fine.
and you said something about, I just got mine. And I was like, you're right. Because I was like, that's when you could get away with wearing masks and nobody like would look at you weird. So I was like, she's like, just wear a mask.
If you wore a mask, I would have thought you were funny because I won't say what place, but I did interview at another place and he was still wearing a mask. And I
I
was
know
like,
exactly
I thought
what
we were
you're
over
talking
this.
about.
Exactly.
I know exactly. where you're
that-
And I was just like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
And that is why I was like, you know what, Megan, you've got to be who you are. Because if they're going to be a fit, they're going to be like, where'd you get your filler?
Yeah.
And that's
I
exactly.
think I even asked you that. I was like, where'd you go?
And that's exactly how it went. And so I was like, if she likes this vibe, I already
Yeah.
knew that it was going to work. I knew right away that Vanessa, or that you would be an amazing fit. And I don't even know, did we decide then?
I think
Or-
when I came in, you showed me around the salon and you were like, so what days do you work? And it wasn't even like an interview. You were just like, so when can you start? And I was like, I'm going to be working in Lima because I had to transition slowly.
Yes.
Because I had a full clientele in Lima and I didn't want to come up with, I had to make money still somehow. But yeah.
And the thing that I liked about it is when we actually interviewed and decided, it wasn't like I need to start tomorrow because I was ready for you to start the next day. And you're like, I have to wait for my house to sell and all this stuff. But that was okay because then that gave us time, that gave you time to talk to your clients. And there was nothing sticky about it. It wasn't like,
No, I didn't.
I was taking you from a
Right.
different salon.
Right.
Everybody was upfront. She had told her employers and Lima, and it
was a
worked
very easy
really,
transition. There was nothing
yeah.
shady. There was nothing. It was just like, I'm moving to Finlay. I'm not going to be working in Lima
Right.
forever. And she was like, I understand.
And wow, you built pretty fast. I felt.
Yeah, I think I do. I did.
You did.
Yeah.
And you have people that have followed you from
Oh,
Lima.
yeah. I've had some people that I've had for 20-something years, and I'm like, oh, I just love them. Like my ladies that were in yesterday.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
love them so
Yes.
much.
And I love that they know us now.
Yeah.
And that they, I think, love being there. But so Vanessa kept working 1 day a week in Lima.
2 days.
Oh,
Or no, I was 2 days and then 2 days, and then it was 3 days here, 1 day there.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you slowly.
I cut back.
Towards the end, it was just like 1 day. And then when we got the head spa, so she told Lima goodbye, which I'm sure was very hard. I can't imagine. But also knowing that the head spa was going to be starting up
I
and
was so
stuff.
excited for that.
And as soon as you opened your Monday, you're booked. And and it's not even with head spas.
Yeah.
It's more nail clients. It's
Yeah.
more hair clients.
That's where I ran into some trouble.
I know.
And so, were you shocked that you built that fast, or what do you think it was that helped you?
I mean, I've been in the industry for so long that I know. I feel like in our industry, we have to be like a chameleon. When you have clients and they have a certain personality, you adapt to that personality. And then the next person comes in and you're a different personality. You have to accommodate them. And so I understand that. And plus, of course, I have a lot of experience. I know what I'm doing. I'm confident in what I'm doing.
Yes.
And yeah, I think that helps too.
Absolutely.
You don't burn anyone with your nail gel, which is my favorite.
Every once in a while, I'm like, oh, sorry.
No,
barely ever.
Vanessa's I've only had her do my nails once, but I can tell,
Yeah, when I first started it took me a while because I was a little nervous. I was like, I'm doing the owner's nails. God.
yeah. And now you're
Yeah.
yeah. But I think Vanessa's the best fit for you, Morgan, because you
I'm
are
a big
very
baby.
sensitive and you're a baby and you try.
She hated doing my nails. She'd be like, Morgan, be quiet.
Because I'd be like,
Megan.
me. I would go over nails and she'd be like, ow. And I'm like, shut up.
You're so dramatic about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know that
It doesn't hurt as
doesn't
bad.
hurt as bad as she's making it
I
sound.
get so sweaty when I'm getting my nails done. I get so nervous.
But Vanessa, you are very light-handed, and you actually will cut the cute.
I hate when I like my cuticles done.
Yeah, she's very,
my cute-
very thorough, and I am sure that the ones that are going to her now are like, oh, wow, and good. I like that.
I don't ever think that you.
No,
I've been
talking
hurt
about
a
you.
lot.
I've
I've been
that.
a lot worse than by you.
I know, but you got to find that person, right? And you found her, and now what do you got to do about it?
Yeah, I have to pre-book. You have to.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so then let's talk about the head spa
Okay.
for a minute. You tell how it started. Yeah.
Can I brag a little bit?
Yeah,
Because I feel like it was
absolutely.
my idea.
It
because
was your
I had
idea.
been seeing it on TikTok, and I'm like, my God, that looks amazing.
Yes.
And I sent it to you, and I was like, we need to do this. And I think you took off with it, and I didn't know that you took
No, I didn't take off with
Well,
it
you-
yet.
but I think-
I just was like, what is this? And I said, if we had the room or something like
Yeah.
that. And it left
But
my
I didn't
brain
know that
for a
it got
while
you.
until it left my brain for about, let's say, 4 or 5 months,
Okay.
which is
a long
years in
time.
Megan's
Yeah.
brain, right?
It's true.
Think about it. So when I thought about it again, that's when my mind started going. So go on.
I think you started getting the ball rolling when you guys went to Dallas.
Yes.
And that's when you got the ball rolling. And when you said, we're going to do this, I was like, oh my God, yes.
Yes.
To me, I would rather have a head spa than a massage.
Abs, me too.
Like it
It
feels so good.
Amazing.
Yes.
And I love that you did the AI generated scalp analysis because I've had it done somewhere else. And they just take pictures and that's great. But with the AI, I love that it shows any kind of issues that you have and then the products that go along with it. I think that sets us apart from like any place else.
I totally agree. And because when there's just pictures being taken, how does the client know that the stylist what they're telling them is the truth or not. They don't. Where
Right.
AI, everybody knows that AI is very,
Like,
very
we just
smart.
have to face it these
And,
days.
I mean,
AI
we
knows
are-
best.
Oh, no.
Eventually, we're all going to be out of a job.
I mean,
AI's
yeah.
gonna have
I mean,
AI
the thing
stylists.
is you want to trust your stylist what they're saying, but what I'm saying is we are educated. We are going to be able to tell you, but they're also going to be able to see it on the screen, and we are able to make a visible difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can take your picture and and we've seen it. Lots and lots of buildup. That page is red, right?
Yeah.
And then we can go in, we can give you the best relaxing, soothing. It's just head scalp, and it's
But you're
also
using-
benefiting you.
Right. You're using the products tailored to their scalp
Yes.
needs. It's not just, oh, we're just going to wash your hair and it's going to feel good. It actually has benefits. And then you can buy those products and use them at home.
Yes. And then when you're done, you go right back to the analysis, take the picture, it's visible. You
The before and
can
afters
see a
is
before and
shocking
after.
sometimes.
Right.
So who wouldn't want to do that and wouldn't want to take that product home if that's something they're really struggling about? Okay,
Yeah.
here's my tangent. What do you wish that people knew out there about the head spa and the head spa services to get them to come to us? Because I just feel like we're just a hidden secret.
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean,
That's
it's
a lot, but-
it's definitely a luxury service, but even if you only get it done once and we do the AI scalp analysis, if you start using the products, I think you'll see a big difference in your hair.
Yes.
Because I started using the products. I have very oily roots, and so I started using the one for the oily roots. And I noticed a difference within a week. I could go, you're not supposed to go this long, but I could go 3 days without washing my hair. It wasn't as greasy as
Yes.
looking as it was before. So even if you just get it done one time and just buy the products,
Now,
Yeah.
you think that's just from the oil, or do you use the shampoo and conditioner as well?
I use the shampoo, the Maracuja
Yep.
shampoo,
Oh, okay,
on
so
my
you-
scalp. I use the Pataua on the mids and ends, and then I use the Pataua mask. all
Okay,
over.
so you're saying that whole system that we do, you have seen a big difference?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. My daughter says the same thing.
so-
That's why,
And also, you know me, I like to do that Yuka app.
yes. Oh, yes.
I like to do that Yuka app. And so you scan your stuff, and it
Okay.
shows you like all the harmful ingredients, and it rates it from 0 to 100. I had to manually put it in because it didn't even know RG Cosmetics. So I just had to take pictures of the ingredient list, and it scored 85 out of 100 for the one shampoo I was using. I took a picture of my Paul Mitchell shampoo, 0 out of 100. So that's how much, like,
Wow.
less carcinogens in it,
Wow.
less harmful ingredients and things like that. So I try to be mindful about stuff like that as much as I can.
Yes. And one thing I think about Vanessa, she's just like our last guest, Jenny, very knowledgeable about things, which makes sense. You didn't even want to go into the hair industry. You wanted to go to school.
I wanted to go into marine biology. I wanted to train dolphins.
I think a lot of stylists,
did.
we are like, we don't want to go to school. No way. So you can tell that the ones in the industry that love the background and the science
Yes.
of it,
Yeah.
that they like school and they're the smart.
I hate math, but and some science I hate.
But
I like
you
some-
get to learn
Yeah,
new
yeah.
things. You're very knowledgeable about your gardens and
I'm working on it.
And you cook well and loves animals, but marine biology, you wanted to swim with
I
them.
wanted to train dolphins
you-
until I found out where they came from and how they got the baby dolphins, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Plus, I don't make much money. I'm making
Yeah.
just as much money now.
Yeah.
What about baby dolphins?
They steal them from their moms out in the wild, and then they say that they
Yeah, but they raise them to be a superstar.
Well, it doesn't. It's a wild animal. Do
They
you think
raise
they
them
want
to be
Okay,
Shiru.
you know
I
what?
would be Shiru.
You're
That's a
just gonna
whale.
live in this
Oh.
little room, and we're just gonna bring you food, and we'll provide you with
It makes
food and
me
everything,
really
but we're not
sad.
gonna let you leave this room.
They don't know any different. No, I'm just kidding.
I get
so
sad
kidding.
when I go to the zoo.
Me
even
too.
with
I
those.
do.
Some zoos are different, but then I found that out about SeaWorld and stuff, and I was like, that's so sad.
I don't
Like that. I had a lady tell me the other day, I was doing the garage sale, the FFE garage sale, and
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, so one thing I really wanted to do, but I just don't think it's worth the money, is the head spa thingy. And I was like, I do that. And she was like, you do it? And I was like, yeah. She's like, but it's so expensive. And I'm like, you pay probably $90 for a 1-hour massage. This is the same thing, but I told her about the products and stuff like that. And she goes, but you do it at your salon? I was like, yeah. She goes, okay, I'll make an appointment.
Is she on your book now?
No, not yet. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna call her up. Be like, hello.
see, and that's exactly it.
You can't walk out of your house without spending $100 these days. Like,
No.
seriously.
Go to dinner and it's $100.
Exactly.
$100 is like $10.
It is.
From 20 years ago.
And don't you feel like when I do this service, not only do they feel great, they're getting a benefit. There's a lot of things like your eyebrows. You're going to walk out looking gorgeous, or your Botox and stuff, but it doesn't feel good. But we still do it. This, it feels good and it's so beneficial. You get both. So me as the provider, it's a win-win for me.
Yeah.
I love doing it, and I'm able to really sell something that I 100% believe in and know that works.
And I like doing it too because I like to make people feel so relaxed. Like, it's a completely different vibe in there. When you have the door closed and you're doing that, you go from in there and you're like very zen-like and very calm, and then you go back out there and it's like...
That's why I don't want to do it, because I am not very zen-like at all.
Take a gummy.
Do you...
Then I can't work the rest of the day.
Take a gummy. Then go home.
Do you
Have Kyle drop you off.
Do you think this way, like in hair school and whatever, they were like, go up the arms 3 times, down 3 times. No, okay. I just remember going 1, 2, 3. Now, when I'm doing the head spa, I always think, oh, I should probably, I would want it rubbed a little bit extra here. So I go with the way I think I would want that.
Yeah.
So I might there's no up, 3, down. It's not a routine thing. And I can tell by because with my massages, I've been very, what's the word? Not aggressive, like conservative, because I never really massaged. And I like practice like on my friends and stuff. And I don't get massages. So to me, that's just kind of, I don't know. But they're like, oh no, that feels really good. So you can feel if they're tense or not.
Oh, yeah.
And so then I'll like work on that. And my point is, now that I'm older, I have a little bit more passion for the client and know that they're there to relax, not just for me to get my 3 up and
3
points
down.
or
Whatever. So your instructor can tell you can move on.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I usually
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
them at the beginning of a service like this is a non-talking service, but let me know if the temperature is too hot, too cold, whatever you prefer, and let me know if the pressure is too much or not enough.
Yes.
So,
That's what I do. And then there's no.
or when I start massaging, I'll say, is the pressure okay? And they'll say
Right.
yes, or a little too rough, or
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can go rougher or whatever.
I'm hoping that we started off really good, but I know that just all the other like Facebook groups and stuff I've just read, head spas are just not busy in the summer because it's hot and you just don't really, and you're like, I can get it done, but I'm going to go swimming tomorrow.
Yes,
there's just
put
so
everything off in the summertime because I want to be outside as much as possible.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
So I just think that we need to, of course, there's ways to really work hard in the head spa during the busy months to prepare us for this slow time. But we don't know any different because we haven't gone through it. It just so happens we opened right at summer.
Springtime.
But I think I still have 100% faith in it. That
I think it's been a
still
great
gonna
addition.
go.
Yeah. We're going to have our slow times and our busy times. It's just going to come in waves. So
I'm just worried about what are you going to do? Are you going to open up another day? I'm worried because you're so booked already.
maybe in the wintertime. I can't in the summertime. I can't
Right.
work Fridays in the summertime because my daughter has travel
Which is-
softball.
that's-
We're leaving for Toledo on Friday. So,
Yeah.
and then next weekend we're going to be in Michigan on starting Thursday. We're leaving Thursday.
And
So-
you have a place at the lake.
yeah, and we have a place at the lake.
Really, nobody wants to work.
No,
Fridays in the
no.
summer.
But in the wintertime, I'm more likely to come
Yeah.
in on Fridays or Saturdays because it's not as busy for me,
Yeah.
my personal life.
Yeah, you're just so busy and just me. I think it's been a wonderful fit. It's been, 4 years?
Yeah.
The day my brother's funeral
Yeah.
was her first day. So I was saying like, oh, we've had months to get you started. And Vanessa's first day was the week of Eric's funeral.
Yeah, I remember going.
And I had nothing ready for her. And I was like, oh my God.
I was like, where's this? Where's that?
Because I was going to be there and show everything. So
Yeah.
we got through that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting deep on you now. Okay.
Gonna get deep on me. I may or may not answer.
Okay. You can plead the fifth. Is that what it's
Okay.
Okay, ready. All right.
Do you need your glasses?
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Okay, so what does Studio M mean to you? What do you, if you were to describe it to an old friend,
An old friend.
to try to describe the vibe and
I think we're there for it. It's my life. You know what I'm saying? I have my family and stuff like that, but I feel like so many of us become friends outside of the salon, so it's more than just your job.
yes. Is
A
that
lot of-
kind of what you were looking for? Because I know
Yeah.
did you come from that with Jan's or?
Yeah, like Jan, I was really close with Jan. Jan knows a lot of personal things about me. A few select people. You just connect with certain people, and I know that there's people in the salon that we sit in the back room, and we literally talk about our personal lives and give each other advice.
Right.
So it's like a little girlfriend family.
And I think that sometimes in life people want that, but some people don't. Like some people might be thinking, I just want to go in and
Do my job and go
especially
home.
moving, especially getting a whole new clientele. I can see myself moving away and being like, I just want my clientele. I don't really care about anybody
No,
else.
see, I'm not a very introverted person.
Well-
I'm pretty extroverted. I'm opinionated. You know that. I'm
Yeah.
opinionated. And I don't mean,
And I just think it's hard not to get close at the
Yeah.
salon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did
Get
you
together.
come to Finlay looking for a salon family, or were you going to be okay if you just?
no, I want to enjoy where I work.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy the people that I work with. I don't want to have like conflict. I don't like that. Sometimes there is, it's inevitable, but you have to work through it. But I think that conflict is, if you can be, and I think we all are mature enough to talk about it and resolve it, it makes you stronger and it makes your friendship stronger and your friendship outside of the salon stronger. Not just your coworker relationship stronger.
You and I have had issues.
Yeah.
Not, I don't even want to call them issues, and we
No,
went.
but we had a speed bump.
Yeah, there were tears.
Yeah.
But I still am very comfortable around you. I don't feel like I can't say anything to you,
Right.
and I love the fact that you tell me what you think, because I
Yeah,
know
because
there's
I,
a lot of
and-
girls
but
that
you know,
don't.
that
and
was
I
really
need
hard
that.
for me when I first came though, because it's just naturally how I am, opinionated, but I come off so like bitchy and rude. And I don't mean it to sound that way, but I don't know how to fix that sometimes. The opinions that I have are really to better the business, the salon, the friendship, the family, whatever. I'm trying to better it, not be mean about it.
I
you
didn't know that about her.
And that
here
takes
she
time.
Comes and we need to get Redken, and I'm like,
So
no,
we need to get Redken because we have no toners.
And I didn't even care what a toner was. I didn't know because we use the same color.
And you don't do hair either, so I was
then
like, Yachty's my in. I'll go talk to Yachty about it. And
So then you waited a little bit, and I said, let's just wait and see how things go. She'd ask me again. And you were like, it's all over. And I'm like, okay. I still was like, whatever, I'm not getting it. I don't know who this girl is. I don't know what her, you know why? Because I had heard she just wants to build her clientele and
oh God,
I
don't know.
get a loft.
Who said that?
That is what, did I not tell you that?
I never heard
This
that.
was in the very, very beginning that they were like, Vanessa's just going to use your space to build her clientele, and then
I have never been interested in owning my own salon or doing booth rental because I do hair and nails. That's a ton of overhead for me.
God, yeah.
So I've
and maybe
never
somebody
really,
just assumed that. What girl's gonna come from out of town? I don't know.
no,
But
I was
that-
never.
And so, anyways, so you got a hold of Yachty, and then Yachty.
Yeah, I was like
comes to me.
Yachty because I knew Yachty knew you, and
Right.
Yachty's
And
so
I
sweet. And I was
trusted
like,
Yachty,
yeah.
and I didn't know you enough. Like now,
I
if you
know.
came to me now and said, "Hey,
we need
Redken
we do
sucks
this.
now.
We're having.
Then I 100% know that you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
It's
I
just building that trust.
It's building that
Yeah.
trust. And oh my God, we would be so far behind in this industry if we did not
yeah.
do shades.
Right, but
Thank
it
you.
is becoming a problem.
Thank you for the head spot. You brought the head spot and you brought
Idea.
Yeah, oh yeah. And you brought the shades to us. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You're not getting a raise. No.
Oh God. Well, I have to work more to get that.
Yeah. Is there anything that you can tell our young stylists, like that are building right now, because they don't have the year's experience, they do not yet, sorry girls, really know how to professionally talk to their clients. They're learning.
Yeah.
Some don't realize it's even an issue when it is. But what can you tell them as far as building their clientele and keeping the client retention. Because I feel like we have a lot of people that may come in, but if they don't come back, they're not doing their job. And there needs to maybe be more like.
I think being humble and listening to the older stylists. Sometimes I feel like maybe I'm not talking about anybody specific.
Right.
They don't always listen because they think, oh, we're old, we don't know. You know what I mean? No, we've been through it. Like, we've had to start from scratch. And when we started from scratch, we didn't have social media. We had to literally physically put ourselves out there. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. You have to work.
Flyers.
You have to give away some of your work for free. You have to
Yes.
fix your mistakes for free.
Yes.
You have to basically ask your clients, like, I'm new. If there's anything going on, if you break a nail, let me know. I'll figure it out. And ask the seasoned stylist, hey, what do you think I did wrong?
Absolutely.
So you have to give stuff away. Sometimes you have to work for free in order to keep them and build.
You
And then
might have to
eventually
go-
you
might
won't.
have to go in early or
Right.
stay later.
Start late.
Or,
Yeah.
And I absolutely 100% agree. But living with one of those stylists, they are in a different mindset. They already, in my opinion, feel entitled to everything. And the thing is, it's good that they think that way. They're making it work. You know what I like? But humble, in my opinion, is where they need to be. And I'm not saying they're not good because they're amazing, but there's just some things, and I'm not just talking about the girls at our salon. I just know all of this generation, I feel like they just need to their immaturity level.
Yeah,
Because-
they'll learn. There's a lot of mistakes that I made.
so
and-
their brains are still
Yeah.
growing. They do not. I have to remember Sophie's 19. Where is a 19-year-old brain? They're self-absorbed. They don't care, and I don't understand why Sophie doesn't care sometimes. And then I'm like, she's 19. Then I'm like, how can she not pick up the crap at the salon? Does she not see that or whatever? No, she's 19. But I think them being around you girls is going to help.
And I try to explain, like, I'm not doing it to be bossy, mean, or anything like that. I'm trying to help you learn because you have to work with everybody here and everybody has to get along. Plus, if you leave a big mess, it's a reflection of you. You know what I mean? So you have to, and plus state board if they walk in.
Yes.
You don't want to get written up. You don't, whatever, but I think that they have to learn the hard way. We all did. We've all gained and lost.
The girls that work at Studio M, specifically the younger girls, probably myself included, I'm not saying anyone specific, we all have it very easy. Like I've worked for someone before who, like, his motto was, if you have time to lean, you got time to clean. Like, we were not ever sitting around. Like, that is wild. I don't know if I've ever even folded a full load of laundry at the salon.
Plan.
As
Or
to
like,
do it.
look, I want my stylist to come to work and do their hair and take care of their clients. I want them to do what they're there for, and it's to do hair.
Right.
And I can say that because I used to work behind the nail table. Do you need to pitch in and stuff? Yes, but I don't want you to worry about filling the toilet paper. I don't want you to worry about any of that stuff because you guys are so talented that I don't want to take any other time away from that because then I can hire that done. And that's why I do that. I don't want you guys to have to go and get your client a coffee. That's what other people for. I want you to be there to do your hair. And has that bit me in the butt? All these, like, at times, yes, absolutely. But I think that we're finally getting there with our systems and the way that we've got things situated. Because I really do. I just want the stylist to come do what they're supposed to do and then be able to leave. However, you still have to take care of your own personal space.
And it's okay to chip in. If I'm not busy, I'll empty the trash or fill the toilet paper
Right.
or sweep the break room floor.
And see,
or-
that's
it's just
extra
chipping
bonus.
in.
That's
but that's just
fun.
chipping. That's just being a mature adult and just helping out. That's
Right.
not, oh, this is my job.
The towel service. I would think as a stylist, like, that would be amazing. You don't have to fold towels or do
I like it.
anything.
I love it.
And I just am like, so you don't have to do that, but let's take the white towels that get delivered. We need to at least be able to take them and put them in the cabinet. Like, you make the stylist lazy because you do it. And that's why I say sometimes, like with Sophie, all three of my kids, I create a monster because I do everything for them or I make it easier for them. But again,
they'll learn when they get out on their
Right.
own. When it's
Yes.
their house or their apartment and it's their mess and their bills, that's when all of a sudden it's like the light bulb goes on in your
Yes.
head. Yeah, I've seen it with my son even. He lives with his girlfriend in Indiana, and it's just, he's so much more mature because he lives on his own. He pays his
yeah.
own bills. He's not,
Because they have to do
nobody's
it.
doing his laundry or cleaning up after
Yeah.
him. Him and his girlfriend
Yeah.
do it together.
Okay.
Yeah, my eyes just. Okay. And also, if I had a list for you guys to clean, you wouldn't be able to do TikToks. You guys would be
Well,
cleaning.
if
And
you literally-
I love that you guys. Like, it is like music to my ears when I hear you guys laughing. It's like a mother, you know what I mean? Because it's. I know that sounds so silly, but you guys are having fun, and I just love it. So I would rather that than you guys sitting there cleaning toilets or something
Yeah.
like that. Vanessa, we could talk all day, of course. Like you said, I sent her the little blurbs, and she's like, how long do we have? There's no way.
Yeah, it's like,
And
there's
I'm
no
like,
way we're not
"Well,"
answering all of these.
because there's so much more about you that we weren't able to get to that I would love everybody to know. And it's more about like the knowledge that you have behind the hair products and stuff. We'll get back with that, but I always want to end with a little fun, rapid session or whatever you want to call that. And maybe Morgan can start this from now on because I can't read. This could be my new contacts because they probably don't have anti-glare.
Oh.
You know what I
That
mean?
one's gonna be.
Because I'm okay, but then I keep blinking. And Morgan keeps like looking at me like, are you okay?
I thought you were getting choked up about something.
Oh, she's so happy.
Oh, no. And then I thought, oh my God. So anyways.
Okay. Hair or nails,
Both.
blowout or scalp massage,
Scalp massage.
softball game or dance recital.
Dance recital like FFE?
Yeah, that's what
I
that's
can't
okay.
choose
Okay. You have
both.
to.
I can't. I love them both. I literally tear up. I'm so proud when I watch that stuff. And I can't.
Morning coffee or nighttime glass of wine.
Nighttime glass of wine.
Because this is the Findlay area and they're so FFE.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to tell them your quick story about how your little freshman who was a ball player comes and says, I'm going to do, how she got involved.
Oh,
and
okay.
how she's like the lead, like amazing.
She's
and
not
you
lead, nothing, but anyways, so yeah, we moved to Finlay and a part of it was for the whole softball thing.
Right.
I really thought she was going to make like a college career out of softball or play in college or something. And then we moved to Finlay and she says, one year, I'm going to do FFE. And I was like, what's FFE? And she was like, it's the show choir. And I was like, what? Because I'm thinking like show choir when I was in high school was the nerdy kids. And
Yeah.
I was like this tiny little, it was so cheesy.
Yeah.
And then the first time I saw their performance, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, yep. Let's do this. It was, FFE is amazing. If you've never been to a show in person, like watching it on a screen, doesn't do it justice. It is, I tear up every time
would too.
I get.
Especially, like, I would tear up and not even know anybody,
Yeah.
and let alone your daughter's up
Yeah.
there, and she took to it. She's a true
Lola
talent.
is
She gets her athletic talent from her dad, and that's more me. If I would have had show choir in high school, like
Can you
that,
sing?
I used to be in choir.
See, I'm not shy. I can do that, but I can't carry a tune.
I know I can. Not seriously.
I
And then
can totally see
I'm
you
older
being
now,
like
and so
that.
I don't. If you don't use it, you lose it. You know,
for
that kind of
sure,
thing.
right.
But yeah, I think she's a really good mixture of her dad and I.
Wait a minute. Is it Glee from Lima?
Yeah, well, supposedly, yeah.
That's not how. That's not.
But no, there was
I like
nothing
Ben
that cool in
Roethlisberger.
Lima.
Corey Rawson.
oh Lord have mercy.
Okay. Yeah. So that was a hidden talent, right? That kind of came out.
Yeah, I
Or-
was watching her on stage because she was on crew her sophomore year, and then she made singer dancer last year. And the first time I saw her perform, I literally was like, and then my husband looks over at me, he goes, "Oh dear God," and I'm like,
Oh my God, I would be the same
yeah.
way.
I was a little salty about it at first because I didn't want her to stop with softball, but I think she was getting burnt out with softball. But yeah,
Yeah, because I feel like
Yeah.
in the beginning you were like, I don't know where this is going to take her.
yeah, what are you gonna do with this? But
Because you could see her love for softball dwindling a little bit, right?
But
Because
she's
of
been
the love
playing
for this.
travel. She's been playing since she was 7 and
Yeah.
been playing travel since she was 11. So I think she was just getting burnt out. And FFE was like the new fun, cool thing. And I was a little bit salty about it at
Right.
first. But then the first time I saw her perform and I saw the show, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. And now you can't imagine.
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty
I mean,
big,
that a lot.
And this is our last year.
And a lot of her, like looking back on her high schools, it's going to be FFE.
Yeah.
And
And softball.
And softball.
Is
right.
a senior this year? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So,
yeah. I'm dying.
and Maggie, we have
Yeah,
three
yeah,
of them.
I'm
at the
dying.
salon.
I'm going to die.
I was at her performance for her freshman year.
Oh, VIP.
Yes, and she was so good.
Imagine it now. It's 20 times that. If you ever get to watch a show
I'm
in
gonna
person, it's
go.
20 times that.
That's crazy.
I love
You come to
watching
Findlay Fest.
That's might be, maybe, I don't remember, but
Yeah.
whenever,
Findlay Fest, I think, is like in October or something like that.
yeah. Oh, it was
Anyways,
so
I'll
fun.
find out.
I think Ashley was an FFE.
Were you?
Yeah.
So you know, like how much
knows.
work and sweat. She loses, like my daughter's skinny. She loses about 7 to 8 pounds during competition season. And she's doing softball. Like the last 2 weeks of softball, she has to do softball and FFE. And it's too much for her. There's 2 weeks of her literally looking gaunt and tired, and it's too much.
It's good for them.
I don't know, man. It's pretty tiring.
It's better because it's okay because it's not me. It's
not me.
I would not be able to.
She's
do
never
it.
home. I don't see her for 2 weeks hardly, except for like in a show or on a stage or in a field.
I can't believe we have seniors. But we're not that.
How am I this old? I don't know what happened.
We're going to be empty nesters.
Y'all are both
Both of
grandmas.
us. We're both-
Not technically. They're
Yeah,
my step grandchildren.
I would say that
so
too.
love them like
One.
my own, but and plus they're in Virginia, so I don't get to see them all the time, unfortunately. But
It would age you. That's why you still look so good.
I'm sorry, go to your mom and ask me.
Okay. So thank you for coming, and you have to come back and talk to us more about the RG products.
Okay.
We'll just make one episode about that.
And we can-
I wanted to wait until the head spa got a little bit busy because I don't want to waste my breath on all that. But
I think you have unlimited amount of talking time and breath, and
I do, but I get really tired because I spend a lot of time like not talking to people. But then I go through spurts like this. Last night I was at the salon and I literally was there all day.
she made us drinks.
I loved the drink.
And can
did
I
too.
tell you, I got absolutely nothing done, but I got to sit there and talk my whole head off all night long. And I was like, I was so tired when I got home.
Are you coming back today?
I am. Yeah, we got our new mats today. So, yeah.
I can't wait to go to the salon and use my new station.
Okay.
It's really nice.
Anyways, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you later.
Okay.